Good morning, students. Yesterday's video was quite long, so I ended up stopping around the 30-minute mark, and I didn't actually get past providing a first example and explaining it. So I had some feedback from some students who asked me to show how to transition between one thing and the next. So today I'm going to make this short video on transitions in general. I'm going to give you some examples of transition words, and then I'm going to post another video of me modeling it with my writing. So this first video, again, will probably be shorter, and then the next video I will be working on my second point, and I will model how to shift in the midst of your writing. So, first and foremost, transitions are words, phrases, and sometimes even entire sentences where you are shifting. Transfer, trans, means to shift from one thing to another, to move along. So transition words are used to do that in your thoughts and in your writing. If you are trying to provide emphasis for what you're writing, here is a great list. Notice that this is not anything where they're narrating my next point is, or the next main point is, or another example of this is. That's weaker writing. We want to go for stronger writing. So here are some really great examples for providing emphasis on a point. If you are moving to another example, another piece of evidence, that's where you'd use addition, because you're adding. Get it? If you want to show contrast between two things, which again, this is not a compare and contrast essay that I've been having you working on, but sometimes you do want to show that there's a contrast between two things, you can use something from this list. We are also revealing bits and pieces of the stories as we write because we want to provide context for the readers. So providing order with transition words might also be helpful for you. Okay, while my next video is going to show you how to use the transition words and such in our actual essay, I do want to give you some short examples before we get to that point. So I wrote a few sentences down. Try to get it a little bit more clear. Just a few sentences that are short and choppy, and they have no transition between them. They're not even necessarily in a good order. These are all true, by the way. And I will show you how to combine these and put some transition words in there. My sister lives in Kentucky. She used to live in Tennessee. She is a manager at Chili's. She moved to Kentucky for her new job. She was promoted to a general manager. She started working for Chili's 18 years ago. She started in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. There's no rhyme or reason to this, and sometimes that's what our writing looks like at first because we just want to get the ideas out there. So to add in some transitions, I'm going to rewrite. My sister, Laura, figure I should give you her name. Works for Chili's. I'm going to give you that overall idea. Now here's where I'm going to show a relationship using some linking words. While she is now a general manager at her own Chili's in Kentucky, comma, she began working for the company 18 years ago in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So I have while this plus this gives me a connection. I have now made this a dependent clause, and here is what I've connected it to, which is now my independent clause. Still got some of the same information, but I've flipped it around and I've connected it. After ten years in Florida, company moved her to Tennessee, where she began her manager training. Again, those dependent clauses are really helpful in shifting. You don't just have to use transition words to show that relationship. You can actually use dependent clauses to help shift. This past October, she opened her restaurant in Kentucky and is now in charge of an entire restaurant and staff of her own. So, this is disjointed sentences. Do I convey the same information? Basically. But by using connecting words, connecting phrases, those transitions, you actually get more information out of it. So this is what we want to do. This is just a short example for you. I'll be back with another video actually writing my essay, but I wanted to give you a short example for you to take a look at. In the meantime,